the InBody challenge and how to utilize the InBody data and results to progress your training and nutrition as you move forward. So, folks, big fun we've had in the past is people put all the emphasis on a set of scales and not really getting a proper interpretation of what their body is made up of, and not even really assessing how their performance is going in their training and how they're improving, and just solely focusing and solely letting success be dictated by one single number on the scales that can fluctuate randomly on a daily basis for a number of different reasons. But there is a better solution, and it's in body composition testing. It's a more holistic, healthier approach, and this is to promote a more balanced approach and a more educated approach to your training and nutrition as you move forward. Because if you just purely focus on a set of scales, it can detract from level of success that you're getting in your performance, your level of success in terms of body fat percentage, etc. And it's much better to have a much more well-rounded approach to what you're doing as you move forward. So what we've brought in is the InBody body composition analyzer, okay, which is a very accurate machine, and it analyzes loads of different data from visceral fat level to body fat percentage to skeletal muscle mass and loads of different things, and it would be tracked over a period of time. Now, you would only ever do the InBody machine maximum maybe once a month, once every 6 to 12 weeks, okay? And it's not to be done every single day or every single week like you would do on a set of scales, done over a period of time that will show a general outline of where you're at and how much you're improving, okay? And it's going to give you a better understanding of what your body is made up of, and better understanding of maybe what you need to do to get into the best shape possible, okay? So what we look at is the InBody score. And that's the main thing we're kind of looking at. If you look at the top right corner of sheets that have been printed out, you get an InBody score out of 100. Now, that is just taken from all the data on the sheet: your visceral fat levels, your body fat percentage, your skeletal muscle mass, all those numbers there. And it gives you a number out of 100 in terms of what does that actually mean from a health and well-being perspective, okay? And if, say, for example, you see a chart on the right-hand side or in the bottom sort of part of the screen, you'll see what the numbers kind of a good range for you to aim for. Now, what we'd be looking for here is not to focus on weight loss solely, because if you focus on weight loss and you lose loads of muscle tissue, your InBody score might not actually go up. So we want to be maintaining and even increasing our muscle tissue to increase your metabolic rate and stuff like that there, whilst decreasing fat stores and to get into that better, leaner looking position, as opposed to maybe an old school train of thought, which is just weight loss, which can actually be a lot of combination of fat loss, but also a lot of muscle loss, which isn't a good way to do it, okay? So we want to promote fat loss versus solely weight loss. And what we're looking at here is muscle fat analysis. Okay, so you've got your overall weight and generally what that is made up of. And these are two of the key metrics that we're looking at: skeletal muscle mass. Skeletal muscle mass refers to the ideal quality of skeletal muscle mass for a person's standard height, okay? And what we would like to do is we'd like to push people past the norm and developing stronger bodies. And I'm not talking about becoming a bodybuilder here, but I am talking about getting stronger, more mobile, more toned. And at the same time, we're trying to reduce our body fat mass to a degree as well, so that your body fat percentage will improve dramatically with this here, okay? So we're looking at, say, our BMI and our body fat percentage, okay, and you've got a norms table there. And what I want to talk about is a couple of different things here would be how BMI can be relevant, but also how it cannot be relevant for some people, okay? For the sort of general population and a general average person, BMI is fairly relevant, okay? But for a person that trains extensively and does lots of sort of strength training, particularly not cardio training, person does lots of strength training, the BMI may not be the best relevant, most relevant thing, because their weight scales may be skewed a little bit because they have higher levels of muscle tissue now, okay? But what is more relevant is body fat percentage, okay? Which would be, there's a scale of table down there, and that's just the amount of, basically, the percentage of your whole body weight that is made up of actual fat mass, okay? And that's what we'd like to turn and get focusing on bringing your fat mass down and improving your body fat percentage, okay? And there you can see sort of a table of where you're at, and some of you will be in various different levels there. But this is one thing that we'll say this is a better thing to focus on than just focus on, say, the scales, because you can focus on getting leaner, getting stronger, putting on muscle tissue, losing body fat, but the scales may not reflect you actually dropping dress sizes and getting leaner and getting stronger, okay? So waist to hip ratio and visceral fat, these are very, very important ones as well. And visceral fat, I've talked to a number of people about, and you'll hear what's going on about this. This is that dangerous fat that's in around your organs and that, okay? You could be quite lean actually and look not be what your class is, maybe overweight or anything, but still have high levels of visceral fat. And that is not a good thing, okay? So there's the dangerous fat in around your vital organs, which is going to cause health issues as you progress into the future life, okay? Unless you sort of look at getting it sorted and bringing down your body fat levels and stuff like that. So if you look at hip waist ratio as well, it's also another determinant factor around health and well-being. Basically, that's the ratio of the size of your hips compared to the size of your tummy measurement, okay? And your tummy measurement shouldn't be the same size as your hips, okay? It should be narrower at the hips and tummy. And again, that's probably relates to visceral fat as well, in that if you've got a higher level of fat accumulation around your tummy measurement, then it's going to be higher. Chances are you're going to have a higher level of visceral fat as well, and those two very, very much go hand in hand. So you should be looking at tummy measurement and what the size of that is in comparison to your hips as another gauge of your progress. And again, that may not be reflected on the scales either. So that's a really good thing to be looking at there. So the question is, how much can you improve your in-body score and body fat percentage? Get away from the train of thought that weight and weight loss solely dictates your level of progress, okay? And focus on things like how much stronger you can become. Can you tone up your muscle and get your muscle working metabolically better so it improves your metabolic rate? Can you improve your in-body score by looking at all those different metrics and trying to improve those metrics? So, for example, your in-body score, I mentioned already, could go backwards if you focus solely on weight loss and you actually lose muscle tissue as well, and your body fat percentage might actually increase if you're losing muscle tissue versus losing fat, okay? So we want you to make sure that you're eating an adequate high protein diet and with the right sort of carbohydrates and vegetables, etc., and doing adequate strength training to build stronger muscles and stronger body in general, and then you will lose fat mass as well. So the most important thing we're looking here will be, say, your in-body score and overall data, and then also your body fat percentage as well, okay? And how much you can tweak that there, and how much you can improve, and how much you can sort of see your body getting leaner without focusing on the scales. I hope that makes sense, folks. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to fire us an email, and we will come back to you then, guys. Thanks, folks. Thank you.